Volibear Syndra or fighting for mid wave because, you know, Volibear Syndra wins that 2v2 pretty substantially unless there's a really good positional advantage.
I'm also excited to see with this Renata Glass pick is the fact that, remember that the way her steroid, that bailout works, is she can cast it on you, and then even if you die within 3 seconds, you will come back. Now, in the heat of a team fight, yes, you can probably just be re-killed again. You don't respawn with that much health. If you're already losing the fight, it can be bad. But the ability for this to save someone in what would have been an attempted 1-for-1, like a dive, never mind, maybe we can't even talk about it. Kumo nearly just got the solo kill, forcing out the flash from Jenkins when he's still level 1, got his exhaust too.
Oh my god, in a champ where you want to play on the edge. Oh man, I played it so well. Bottom side though, Contracts is on the aggressive.
Johnson has flashed away, but the follow-up is immediately there, and there's no way out. First blood over to Luger.
Really good setup from your boy.
Top of him, and that is about it. He survived, he's just fine. Now here in the bottom lane, FlyQuest. They got to be prepared because this fight is about to go the wrong way. CLG just brought more dudes to the fight, and they get themselves a free kill.
Yeah, and you are. So Kaisa maybe gets to push one wave in, and Poom sits up.
Okay, Poom will look for Johnson here. He finds him, Contracts immediately with the follow, but Johnson's able to use Cleanse to keep himself safe. Now Contracts and Poom have to try to get out.
Really
They're heading back towards friendly territory, but can they get there? Johnson says no, and just guns Contracts down.
Yeah, the extra move here from Takoi and Jose through the river too means there's no way out. So they set up the trap, but at a numbers disadvantage for themselves. Power deficit, CLG losing out, and FlyQuest, they already got the top neutral objective.
Oh boy.
Kumo wants another one.
Jenkins about to remount, he gets it, and now Kumo's got to get away.
Over jungle, and they will get both early game neutral objectives, Flowers.
And importantly, that is a Cloud Drake first one, so no Cloud Soul this time around. Okay. With Palafox ready to make those moves. Goes in after the enemy support, but Aframu's able to get over the wall in time. Fires off that hostile takeover, makes Poom root his own mid laner, but nothing more. So FlyQuest survives.
Very low to begin with, and now River Roam from Takoi and Jose.
Well, Jose is going to get caught as soon as he face checks the brush here. Now Takoi's ready to try to follow it up and help him out a little bit, but Jose Dioto with a defensive ulti on the run. Target switching over now to Takoi. Nice pick up there from CLG. Picking off the enemy mid, forcing the enemy jungler out. They will earn themselves this drink.
Yeah, you can see the reasoning here from FlyQuest was, oh, they just used and through here through lanes, so that you can actually use some of these long range plays. And right now they're looking bottom. They still show with the Syndra mid, so CLG know they've got a power play, and they're going to use that power play just to get the objective and force FlyQuest back, and then turn that pick into an objective. So mid lane turret finally getting pushed down here. This opens up more territory to try and make your picks with, all in time for this dragon, and though, so he could use it that way. And since everybody was invested over there, looks like Contracts should be able to smite
this. That was close for a second. I didn't know if that was going to miss it, but just...
If you're able to push out your minion waves, look for those collapses, then you will be able to join. Luger, though, gets all in by Johnson, and he tells him to sit down.
Oh, and he goes right back in to hand him the seat. Luger with the solo kill on the enemy AD carry, and Aframu's about to join him. Nicely done. There's your pick, CLG. There's your kills.
Well, I did not expect the pick to come from Johnson trying to 1v2 Luger and just getting his ass handed to him right there.
Sometimes that's League of Legends, baby.
To the face, Luger, my man. What a play.
And the game is now feeling really good for CLG. They'll get the Baron. All they lose is the bottom lane tier 1.
Actually so good for this team. Flowers, they are at the bottom of the standings, only above TSM down there, trying to climb their way up. They're not out of arm's length, and they get another one. Luger finishes that one too!
Luger is getting it done with the Kaisa here in game number 2 today. Muramana Nashor's Tooth still has the Dirk, has the Lost Chapter, the Blasting Wand. Looks like we're going to get to see that Ludens type of build here, spamming out those high-power Void Seekers. Palafox has that gold card locked in too. He's ready to pose a lockdown threat to anybody that walks in range. CLG with the Baron. On top of the pick they got on Jose Dioto, they will use that momentum to push down mid. Jenkins has set up here in the bottom lane. He's confident enough to not just get ran down by Kumo. CLG's push continues.
It certainly does, and you see those W's, they are hitting already, even before.
Oh, Takoi gets stunned. Follow up from the wild cards, but not enough. Hostile takeover goes out. Only one auto attack traded back and forth between Jenkins and Contract. Just smack each other upside the head. Palafox has to back away now. Only loses the shield.
That reminds me of the Horny Jail meme.
Dude,
because he has the club and he just bonks him on the head one time. One auto attack.
What? Go to jail, Bob.
Go to jail, Bob.
Go to jail.
Jenkins, I've seen what's been going on up there in that top lane. One bonk.
One bonk. There you go, sir.
A singular
This is your daily reminder. Bonk.
A singular bonk. That's what Renata's good for. Really funny. Honestly, whenever we get new champs in the game that have some sort of interaction like that, where you actually can affect teammates, you know, it was an epidemic when Bard first came out too. People trying to troll each other with the Bard ultimate stage and stuff. This one goes another level when it's the opponent team trying to set you up to be able to
You can make them troll each other. Nicely done from Jose Dioto. They're using the ulti, watching and waiting to immune some of the CC from Twisted Fate so that he can get on top of the target. Palafox wants to get away, and Palafox will get away! Despite Jose Dioto's ability buffering, the enemy mid laner stays alive. Kumo's trying to do the same thing now. Tryndamere falls, and CLG continues pushing bottom. Johnson tries to kite it out, but he barely misses the kill on Contracts, and King's Tribute heals him back up. Poom can't find the dredge line on Afromu, but the base is being demolished. CLG are absolutely brutalizing FlyQuest.
Where were you when CLG stomped the third place team in the LCS, Flowers?
I was here.
You were here next to me. I'm just checking.
Okay. Where
were you?
I am not a figment of your imagination. I am real, I think. Wait, what about Ocean Soul as well with 3 tanky guys on the squad?
You know, I had to hesitate there too. I was like, FlyQuest is third place though, right? Yeah, they're still third place in the standings, but they really make them look easy on both sides of the map. They're actually just winning the entire map. This time around though, Palafox in trouble.
Palafox getting caught here, buying a little bit of time with the stasis, but is it enough time? He flashes, but it won't matter. Palafox is down, and FlyQuest is trying to fight back. Kumo's here on the front line, not having to use the ulti just yet. Jenkins gonna die next. CLG, what are you doing? They've lost 2 for free here. FlyQuest still in the chase, looking to go after Poom. Poom wants to get away to the blast cone. Nice, they pop it in time and don't give him the angle. Poom is now stuck. Poom is not gonna go home any sort of comfortable way.
Kumo
continues the chase. That was a bit of an int, but he doesn't actually die. Kumo's gonna
just a little yoke
here, bro.
Just a prank. The Baron, no, that is not a prank.
No.
CLG get it, and that's why he bounced off. So, like, it's funny.
Well, the inhibitors are about to respawn here. You've got about 30 seconds until mid lane and bottom lane inhibitors are back on the side of FlyQuest. CLG also...
They leave the ward with 1 auto?
CLG has the opportunity to go for the Ocean Soul as well if they don't find a way to end the game right here. CLG piling into top lane. They will not quite secure that inhib. FlyQuest able to way to check these brushes for enemy players with this build from Kai'Sa. The Void Seekers are so strong with how they refresh the cooldown when they proc. Whenever that damage hits, it's so good.
Really smart from CLG. Power down, and they get 2 inhibitors before the reset from FlyQuest. The timing difference on the spawn of that dragon means with Baron buff, they go straight through mid.
And now Jose Dioto taking a lot of damage again. A defensive ultimate, but the hostile takeover comes out. CLG now disengaging, having to fall back a little bit. Johnson trying to chase this one. Jose Dioto again at about 1/3 HP. Kumo leading the charge, seeing if they can find any of these guys. Flash away from Poom so he doesn't get locked down. CLG continue their retreat as a 5-man unit. They move over towards the Drake. Remember, this is Ocean Soul if CLG can secure it.
And it's very, very little if FlyQuest secure it. So it's all about the denial here.
Half of Afro's HP on one, the other half from the other. This is why I mentioned the Kai'Sa build. The itemization here, making those W's so threatening and giving CLG such a good angle. But it's still going to be FlyQuest. that end up taking the Drake and denying the Soul. Now, Palafox getting caught in a bad spot. Jenkins coming around from behind. Poom looking to lock down Takoi, and Palafox here for the follow. Has the gold card, but no flash for the distance. Meanwhile, back in the base, it's just gonna be the end of the game, my friends. Kumo tries to fight against Luger in contracts. Luger wants to get away with a killer instinct, but he can't quite do it. Kumo stays alive with 300 HP. CLG, they're gonna lose Poom. They might lose contracts. Jenkins continuing to... Poom on the front line. Contracts doing the same. Voidseeker's flying out, trying to find any sort of poke that Luger may be able to land. Remember, every one of those that hits means the next one comes out much more rapidly. That's what's so dangerous about this ARAM Kaisa build. It's very, very good when he's able to dial those in.
Yes, sir, and he's been accurate with them. 2 onto Afro Moon means he's dead.
Yep.
In the dirt already. Might be getting to the point where one will be able to one-shot him. Kumo takes half his HP. You have to dodge every single Void Seeker, or it just gets worse. The bullet hell is multiplicative.
Oh, yeah.
He lands one, you get another one.
Well, here we go. CLG still fishing. Okay, so Jose Dioto doesn't take a ton of damage from him. He has a Spirit Visage and a Force of Nature along with the Kim Tank and the Mercury Trap.
He is the only one.
Yep, there's Takoi, 1/3 of his health bar from a single missile. Luger doing a good job zoning these guys back, keeping control over the situation for CLG. 40 seconds until the other inhibitors respawn. With the bottom lane inhibitor destroyed, CLG feels confident to back away and head towards the Baron pit.
It's been a theme of this season, Flowers. The AP gotta be the best recipe in the book for a win, Flowers. There's no better recipe than a Baron buff. Well, maybe if you added on and
get bullied in dodgeball.
Well, you see, it's a horror story, so it's like,
no.
It's not, we're gonna play a game, it's, we're gonna play a game.
Oh no, you're that spooky. Half the time they're comedy.
I have a very good reason.
Most of them are really bad.
A very good reason, but I don't know if I can even say it on broadcast. But I have a good reason,
Did you get scared from a scary movie when you were like 5?
No, it's a better story than that. It's got some unexpected twists at the end.
Okay, well, I want to hear the story now even off the air if you don't get to tell it on the air. But Kumo is having to run away as CLG is the villain in this horror movie for FlyQuest. Nautilus ulti chases down Johnson. Luger jumps in. Ooh. Yes, he's going to have the bailout, but he ain't getting bailed out from nothing. 2 already dead on the side of FlyQuest. Jenkins and Contracts going in looking for more as Kumo tries to buy a little bit of time, but time costs too much. CLG find their win.
CLG take down 3rd place Fly.